Hello, everybody. This is Tammy. Today's I'm going to talk about um, understanding the mental journey of going through an illness. For most of you already know that I was diagnosed with breast cancer in February of this year, 2026. Um, and you prepare yourself for the physical parts of these things. The doctors tell you about the side effects of your medications, the side effects of going through chemo and radiation. They tell you about the hair loss and um, mouth sores and, different pains, aches, and things like that. And you try to prepare yourself for all of those things. But in my experience, I didn't hear much about the mental toll and that it would take, on you. Um, when I was diagnosed, everything just started moving so fast. I got the diagnosis, then I got, my oncologist, and then I was meeting with doctors. I started chemo in, I want to say, March. So I was diagnosed in February, met with the doctors. I had to have surgery to have a port put in, um, and I started chemo. Chemo was every 3 weeks. So from February until June, I was doing chemotherapy every 3 weeks. And it took a toll on my body, but mentally, I I spiraled. I went into a depression. I was already taking low dosage for anxiety, and my anxiety, along with the depression, went through the roof. I started having insomnia, um, and I was having sleep anxiety as well. And I don't know if sleep anxiety is a actual thing, a term, but I had anxiety about sleeping. I started waking up every morning in between 3 and 5. No matter what time I fell asleep, I would wake up between 3 o'clock and 5 o'clock in the morning. And it it started really, bothering me, and that added to the anxiety and the depression that I was going through. So I want to talk to you, new patients, caregivers, to understand that mentally we are trying to figure it all out within, our minds and our bodies haven't had the chance to catch up with everything that's moving so fast. We're trying to be okay for ourselves. We're trying to be okay for our family and friends. Um, and people tell you it's okay to feel what you feel, but you really don't know what you're feeling. You, you know, you're grieving because you're not the person that you were, before you got your diagnosis, and you're grieving, trying to understand the person you're becoming, and the person you're gonna be after all of this. So it's really a tough time. Also understanding that after we ring the bell, we're still going through things. Just because we ring the bell, that doesn't mean we're done. Because again, we've just gone through, however many people go from six. Um, I had 6 rounds of chemotherapy. I know people who have had 16 rounds. I've heard people saying they have 20 rounds of chemotherapy and radiation. So it's something that your body is going through. Um, but I personally feel that just like chemo is a part of the healing process, I feel a therapist, it should be recommended that anybody that's going through something like this has to see um, a counselor or a therapist or a support group. And if they decide not to, they have to sign a waiver or something saying, well, I don't need this. But um, it's definitely needed because you're trying to process all of this stuff that's going on, and you're trying to be okay with it all, and to keep yourself okay and grounded. um and I had a hard time with that. I'm a little better. My anxiety is still um you know not like it was. I am on an anxiety medication, and I am on a something for depression or sleep. So don't be afraid to talk to your doctors, your oncologists, the nurses. Let them know honestly, hey, I'm not feeling well. And not just, physically, mentally, I'm not well. Reach out to a counselor or therapist. Don't be afraid to do that because we are human and we do need help. Everyone, I think, at some point should speak to someone to just help them process it all. So that's my video for today. Just understanding the mental side of it and not being afraid to talk about it, share it with your friends and family. If you're not well, find a therapist or a counselor or someone that can help you work through this, because you don't have to go through this alone. So if you have any questions, please comment. Let me know what you think. Share some ideas if it's something that you want me to talk about, because I'll be happy to. This is my journey as well. I have surgery in 2 days. I'm going through a double mastectomy, and I'm doing something that's called a DFLAP as well. And I will make a video about those things too. So have a great day, and I will see you guys later.